Hi everyone, welcome to Via Celestio Tarot. This is going to be a general read for all my Scorpios out there. I'm going to try to keep it open just to see what messages come through. And if you are here, I believe you're meant to be here and hear the message that is about to unfold. Okay, I'm feeling tongue-tied and anxiety-ridden, so I think some of you I don't know, like my heart started beating fast. So I don't know if some of you are really going through it. Maybe your anxiety is just like resurfacing. Maybe you felt like you were reaching a good point and some situation has been causing you anxiety. But yeah, that's what's coming through. So let's see what Spirit wants to say. Spirit, what is coming forward? What is going on with my Scorpios out there? Spirits, angels, please talk to me. This one, please. What is coming through for my Scorpios out there? I'm hearing don't mince your words. There might be some kind of confrontation that has happened or is going to happen, but yeah, let's see what wants to come forward. Okay. All right, what wants to come forward for all my Scorpios out there? And again, I have a very shaky table now, so I apologize if there has a moment where it gets shaky. Okay. What have you been building? I don't know, maybe you've been collaborating at work and you're like, I'm working hard, I'm focusing on the end goal. I don't know if maybe you're just unhappy with what the situation has been in terms of your collaboration. But the Three of Discs, I feel like, for me, it's like reward coming soon. The hard work that you're putting out there and collaboration that you're doing is actually for the best. You're gonna see the results that you've been waiting for in this moment of time, okay? Then we have the Four of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Princess of Wands. Yeah, this feels like a lot of creative energy. The Sun, the Seven of Swords, and the Two of Wands. Okay. Wow, fire energy coming in hot. But for me, this is all about the soul and manifestations and creative energy. So some of you are just like working hard. You're like everything. Okay, this is just, first of all, a sign that whatever you have been working on or working towards is the right path for you. I don't know, maybe some of you are questioning, like, I don't know if I'm actually doing the right thing, but like this is, this card is very specific. Like the Four of Wands, like for me, it's like the sun is coming, the sun is rising, and I'm just gonna say the sun card did come out, so it came out right under it. So I'm just gonna say all signs point forward. Just trust your path. I don't know if you need to hear that, but the Spirit's saying trust your path. Yeah, like, and I think some of you might struggle with finding your voice. Like, that's something I'm hearing of, like, you worry about sometimes you come off as harsh and you burn the bridges in which you, when you do speak up, you worry about burning bridges. So, okay, I heard don't mince your words, but also be very thoughtful in the way that you communicate. Some of you might come off as aggressive and you're worried about how that comes off. So just be very methodical in the way that you use your voice. I'm not trying to say like make your light dimmer, but sometimes we just have to be very conscious of the way that we present in order to get ahead. The Princess of Wands, and also like your intuition, like, I don't know, maybe a part of you is like, I feel like I'm leading myself blindly down a path, and the Spirit's saying, yes, trust the path. Like, even if you have like some intuition of like, apply to this, apply to that, put yourself out there. Like, Spirit's saying, like, I need you to just use that fire creative energy that you have and just keep putting it forward. Especially, yeah, the sun coming out after. Like, for me, that's success and finding. And also the rainstorm right now is really picking up as I'm doing this reading, so that's pretty funny. I feel like that is a sign that like things are picking up, but there's some storms you've had to weather or will have to weather, especially with the Seven of Swords. Like, your headspace might be a bit of a mess and it might be hard to find your footing, but trust in the divine timing of life. The Two of Wands coming out after, like, you lit a spark, you have lit the flame and it's illuminated your path. Trust that completely. But your headspace is a bit wonky because the swords represents for me the headspace, right? And it's air energy. But you're very much, you know what you want and you know how to get it. And use your intuition. If you have like a decision to make, like maybe you have two different programs you've been are going to get accepted into or whatnot, your intuition is stronger than you think it is. Listen to that and try to let what will feed your creative soul. Yeah, whatever opportunity, if you're deciding between opportunities, really pick what's going to feed your creative soul. What will provide the abundance and the satisfaction you need. I'm going to pull a few more from this deck. Let's see, can I get some more from this deck, please? And then I'll pull clarifying. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. You have a tendency to really get stuck in your headspace, and it affects your emotional body. And you might be going through it right now. Maybe Cancer season is just like, you're like, fuck this emotion. Like, maybe you're going through it, but I'm really feeling like you get down on yourself in terms of like how far you've come, and you forget how far you've come. You forget the challenges you are overcoming and how much you've done in this world. Like, maybe it feels daunting, like everything you have to do seems daunting, and the idea of it is actually more scary than what it is. But that said, your headspace needs to be cleared, especially because the Ace of Cups comes out, and that's, for me, it's like it's the success of the emotional body, like having emotions but not feeling overwhelmed by the emotions in which you are carrying. It's coming together. I think it's really beautiful for the Sun card and the Ace of Cups to come up together, because for me, that really, whatever path you're leading to, that's ultimate emotional fulfillment if you listen to yourself and you give yourself the credit that is deserved. Okay, I'm going to pull for another deck just to get some clarifiers. Can I get some clarifiers for these cards, please? Can I get some clarifying for my Scorpio? Sorry, I shuffled one more time. Okay. I get some clarifying for my Scorpios out there. Yeah. What are you holding on to? What no longer serves you? What self-doubt is getting in the way? Four of Swords. Okay, yeah. The Swords. Okay, so there's a lot of head space and creative. So, like, you might do something. You might be a very intellectual person, and maybe, like, the fact is, whatever you're working towards, it's like really stressing you out intellectually. Like, am I smart enough? Am I good enough for what I'm trying to pursue? Like, am I, do I come across the way that I hope I am? And it's like, Spirit's like, get out of your headspace, follow your dreams, and just trust the universe. Like, the Four of Swords is like, something's coming, but you need to study you need to study your mind, and really just understand that, like, once you master your headspace and really give yourself the love that you deserve, you're going to find what you need. Yeah, Death card. A Tower moment. Okay, wow. Yeah, something's got to give. Something's got to change. Yeah. You need to let go of what no longer serves you. And what no longer serves you is the detrimental headspace that you create. It's the self-doubt, the uncertainty. That needs to be let go in order for you to find success. So the Death coming out with the Tower card, I just got to say it, like, you need to let go of the self-sabotage. Like, I think your inner saboteur is really strong, and it's like, no, this is not going to serve you. And there might be a huge moment, like a huge wake-up call, that happens where you're like, fuck, like, how did I damage my own prospects because of, like, okay. Also, this could be a relationship where you allowed your headspace to get so cloudy and you took your anger out on someone. That's so interesting. I don't know why that's coming out. Like, there might have been, or there could be a huge conflict coming forward because you come off, maybe your aggression, actually, you weren't articulating what you really meant, and it pushed someone away, and it might have ended something. It might have ended in a collision of some sort, where it was like, actually, you pushed them away because you couldn't manage. You took your anger out. You took your stress out on someone else, or someone who meant a lot to you. It's like, how are you deflecting, or how are you... Can I get one card to clarify that, please? Yeah, Justice, Libra energy. Okay. There's an imbalance within you. And when you are feeling off balance, I don't know if the relationships in your life are a reflection of that. Or when you're feeling off balance, you take it out on other people. But it's like the balance needs to be restored, because there might have been a major upheaval in your life, and some endings, but with every ending comes a new beginning. But that can only happen when you find the balance within yourself, and you find how do I balance the dualities in myself of like this negative headspace, but also recognizing that like my intellect and my thoughts are the strongest part of me, and I carry so much in me. So how do you articulate yourself in a meaningful way that isn't dismissive of others? And really gets to the root of what you want to say. Pentacles. Okay, I'm actually going to take those back. I'm going to pull an oracle card. I feel like there's a lot, it feels like there's a lot of headspace going on, right? Like, but Spirit's saying like, your headspace, even if it's in a bad place, like it shouldn't reflect on the outward. So how can you change your mindset to create a better and stronger relationship with the people you love and the people you care about? But how do you manage your emotions when your headspace isn't, or when you're stressed? How do you actively move in a world that is gracious and careful and methodical, right? Okay, let me see. I'm going to pull an oracle card. Can I get an oracle card for my Scorpios? And a really strong final message for my Scorpios, please. Can I get a final message for my Scorpios? What do they need in this moment? Okay. So we have rock, endurance. I'm also going to read from the book. It's so straightforward, so it's not really like a huge thing. But yeah, what is your rock? Look at this. I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty dark in here, but it's a big rock, and then there's a small rock balancing in a tree on top. So it's like, how do you find the balance? How do you keep it going? How do you regrow when your roots are uncertain and you're struggling? And what is the ecosystem in which you exist, and find balance? And how do you find balance in the relationships and within yourself? That's what I'm getting just from the card. But I'm gonna, and it's number 20, so let's see. Okay. Look for the groundedness in a chaotic situation. Be patient. Slow and steady is the way to success. The obstacle is sometimes the way through. Do not be discouraged by slow progression as long as progression is being made. Yeah, don't hold yourself to any timelines too. Like, everything was saying like the path is set ahead of you, but just like, it's like, enjoy what it is now. Don't worry so much about what it has to be, but instead enjoy the moment. Yeah, okay. I hope that resonates. I'm sending you lots of light and love. Take care.